places are richer in tradition, more steeped in nostalgia than this old horseshoe on the banks of the old Ncaa, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. And the scarlet and gray have this place rocking already. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Buckeyes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So the Michigan State Spartans offense takes the field to start this game off. And here he comes, a man who epitomizes the phrase, the tight end's always open, David.
And yes, he is, Reese, and it's so cool. The tight end position now has evolved so much. You can move him all over the field, and you can really highlight a guy of his ability.
Too big for safeties to cover and too fast for linebackers to cover. This is a weapon they've got to take advantage of.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Off play action. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young, the Bosa's, Jim still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
Yeah, and when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe, it just makes it easier to rush the pass. So the snap count is silent. It's predictable. And then you pin your...
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. And the Spartans will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
They recovered their own fumble, but now it's third down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Complete to the left. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Spartans will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. makes a move. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Makes the grab. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Ncaa. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Makes the grab. It's Thurman. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They're bringing heat. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a fourth down.
This is why third down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes, they put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line, it confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
The Buckeyes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
It's a reverse. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. And the Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. He's got it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Found a little running room on that one, picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
And the Buckeyes get enough to move the chains.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass op.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Spartans. The defense takes matters into their own hands.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of these plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the 4th quarter game.
The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. The quick out. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Running with power. And the ball's loose. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up? And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And he did everything right except hold on to the football. That was incredible running, making people miss. It looked like it was going to be a nice play, but he coughed it up, and the defense jumps on it. That is so dejecting for that running back.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The short hands, it's Carter. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it. There's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to them, let them break tackles, let them make plays. Easy decision.
The Spartans will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Fires to the big fella. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form time.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. To the air, it's Ncaa. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. It'll bounce out of bounds, and they'll spot it at the 40. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And they're deep.
Going for the big play. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots, so they're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. It's a 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Run game is good. The balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Pulls it in. Finds a crease at the 20. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 1st and 10. Quarterback will audible. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He's got it inside the 30. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, trying to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. On the move from inside his 5. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. It's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Spartans will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger. We might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot.
Got a lot of running room. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has him set up 1st and 10 from the 48. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
See, they need more runs like that. It's just been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Throws to the wideout. The freshman just a little too much on that one.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Looking downfield. It's Ncaa. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. And this defense, this crowd, this atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
You can shake them up. When you can get to the quarterback and affect them, we all know they become very human. They start seeing things. And with this crowd, they can't hear anything. This place is going absolutely nuts. Nice job rushing the passer, igniting the crowd.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. They'll go right back to it. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Spartans will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Quickly to the tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Really nice throw there to get the first down. And, you know, when you think about Ohio State quarterback play, especially here recently, it all comes down to efficiency. You have to make good decisions. You got to read the defense. And you got to be accurate. When you think of guys like Justin Fields.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. The aerial assault continues. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
What an effort getting to the quarterback there. And you think about Michigan State D linemen, Jarrell Worthy, Shalik Calhoun, guys that would use their frame to their advantage, and you just could not block them. This guy has physical ability. He's got a lot of things you can't coach. One of those is that frame, and he used it.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the player will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. He has been surgical, precision passing, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And the returner is stopped. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there. Throwing right. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. The Spartans decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. He's looking downfield to throw. They've got the screen set up. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Wide receiver shows motion. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
On the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Ncaa. He makes the connection. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
Quarterback checking off. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He's got his man, makes the grab. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. First down to start the drive after the break. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Back to throw. It's Ncaa. They're trying. throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. A 1st down for the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Quarterback strolling away from heat. At the 40, there he goes. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? And the Spartans will have it 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Belling. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. Now on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Lofts one high and deep. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them.
A shot toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And I think this is where coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the 4th quarter, you got the lead. Do you want to stay conservative and run the football? Because I see the defenses, they start to get aggressive, and so sometimes you can take the other hand and take advantage of it.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Ncaa. Throws to the wideout. And the ball is picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
The most frustrating thing I see in football is when teams give up and they quit and they wave the white flag. It drives me nuts. You're on the field. Your job is to stop them. It doesn't matter what the scoreboard is. It doesn't matter how much time is left. Keep fighting. Keep grinding. You never know what can happen. Maybe you get hot. Maybe you make an all-time comeback.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Corner's going to give them room. On 2nd down, wants to throw. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's caught downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit.
And it's picked off. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Out of the backfield, he's open. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Dropping back, it's Ncaa. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. A 3rd and long coming up here. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay up.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Complete downfield. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And that is interception number 3 on the day. What a play he made. Makes the interception, then takes it back to the 36.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
The Buckeyes have taken it inside the 20. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Scanning the field, it's Ncaa coming after it. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll run play action. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And here comes the field goal team. Salt, meet open wound. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Had a chance to make this lead 20, but we're still sitting on a 17. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
That last completion has him set up, 2nd and short. The DBs will back off a bit. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the 4th quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one.